So first point I already have discussed with you, that is coming out of the comfort zone. Second point, what is required? Just coming out of the comfort zone is not enough, mind it. We need to take 2 more practical steps to do it. Here I want to speak about Mr. Soichiro Honda, the founder of worldwide automobile Honda company. He was not born with a proverbial golden spoon in his mouth. He was born into a middle-class family in Japan. But he has that burning to do something different. He went to an engineering school. There he designed a prototype of a piston. Piston is being used in cars. He took the design and approached to the Toyota company people. Toyota people looked at the design and they laughed and they rejected. He became a matter of laugh for his colleagues also. He said not to worry. He again worked on the design and made a new design and again approached to the Toyota people. This time he got selected. Toyota not only selected his design, but also granted some capital to set up the factory. He did set up the factory. When the product was about to be launched, earthquake happened in Japan that demolished his factory. He said, nevertheless, I will again set up the factory. That time, cement was less. Scarcity of cement was there in Japan. He found out an alternative way to make cement and built the structure. By the time the products were about to be launched this time, the World War II had started. Japan has entered World War II. American fighter planes, they have been bombing on the earth of Japan badly. The ground was strewn over with the gasoline tanks. You know why? Those days, the aeroplanes, they have a different technique. After using the fuel, the gasoline tanks, they will throw down in order to lighten the plane. So the ground was full of those gasoline tanks. He said, let me make use of this and build the factory. And he did that. Now, when the products were about to be launched, Japan has lost the World War II. So, there is fuel scarcity. If fuel is not there, then why Toyota will manufacture the car? Because people will not buy it. People will not drive the car anymore. Now, Toyota, if it will not manufacture the car, then why Toyota will buy piston from him? So it seems that the story gets closed here. But it doesn't happen. Few days later, once he was riding a cycle, a brain wave struck to his mind. Why not to fix a motor to this bicycle? He fixed it. That is the first motor bike of the world. He, once riding that motorbike, some of his friends saw, wow, it looks something different. Why don't you make one for us? He got 20 orders. He made a list of 8,000 bicycle stockists. Out of those 8,000, he sent handwritten notes to 5,000 stockists. Out of those 5,000, 800 stockists replied back to him with some little capitals and order. With those small capitals, he set up the factory again and delivered the goods. And today you see in what position Mr. Soichiro Honda is. You never forget how many times he fell down and how many times he stood up. So what is the requirement here? Consistent efforts. First was coming out of comfort zone. Second point is consistent efforts. It is said that what is the difference between the failures and successes? The failures, they will fail for the 4 times and on the 5th time they will give up. But the successes, they will fail for 10 times and on 11th attempt they will get the success. So what is the second requirement? Consistent efforts.